alongside that voice, I don't represent to that big podcast, baddest podcast, who can rap in the damn blast. Yeah, cool.
Talk this morning, you understand what I'm saying? Morning viewers and subscribers. Like it's a good vibe, it's a good time to be alive. And more first and foremost, say thank you very much for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. People, I appreciate it because you could have gone on any other channel, but you chose to spend the time with me. So I appreciate it. Even the comments, them and thing, whether good or bad, you take the time out for watch the video and someone say, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Um, so I did a recent video and I see a lot of people are commenting and they're saying some stuff about Vybz Kartel's top five lyricists. At the time of the release of the video, Vybz Kartel did not add Masicka to his top five, and that created a ruckus. You know what I mean? I didn't delve into it too much because I know that whether or not Vybz Kartel had Masicka in his top five, he's in the top five lyricists for most Jamaicans. He's in the top five artists, dancehall artists for the world. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And so the fact that Vybz Kartel came back and added him to the list solidified what we were all saying, that Masicka should have been a part of the list from day one. However, we have to bear in mind this is Vybz Kartel's list. This is Vybz Kartel's view as the goat. He has a different perspective of dancehall. So as he said, him not really give away likes, him not really give away them thing there. So we want to say thank you to Vybz Kartel for actually continuing the lineage of greatness to adding Masicka to the royalty of dancehall. You know what I mean? Masicka's talent is undeniable. Lyrically, he's like, I wouldn't want to say a lyrical genius, but Masicka has used lyrics and songwriting ability and coin it and put them both together. And so therefore that's why people from the one side movement can appreciate Masicka. You know what I mean? And yeah, bridge the gap. So in the last video we discussed dancehall music and we said we weren't going to look at it as a limited scope or under limited scope or through the eyes of blinds, but we were going to look at it as dancehall music as a chess game, right? Dancehall music on a whole has many players on the board, and as I said in the last video, dancehall as a chess game dancehall just like chess game has players on the board, and I discussed that there's one king, one queen, just like in chess. There's two bishops, two rooks, two knights, and 8 pawns. The pawns are the front runners of dancehall. You know what I mean? The man them were there on the stage show them out there, the Ayak team them, the Charlie Blacks them. You know what I mean? Those are the artists that are on the front line, the busy signal. Those are the artists that are on the front line that can progress at any moment. You know what I mean? For crossing over. That's how we're looking at it. We look at it as I said, the bishops and dancehall are the spiritual strongholds. So we talk about Capitan and a Sizzler. You know what I mean? We talk about the rooks, which represent the royalty of dancehall, the crown of dancehall, which I talk about a Shaggy and a Sean Paul. And we also looked at the knights of dancehall who fight for dancehall. This is Chronics and this is Junior Gang. This is my list anyway. You know what I mean? And it's part of the debate. This is the first dancehall has been looked at from this perspective. Now, I don't want to delve into another aspect of dancehall and still compare it to chess. If you've reached this far in the video, like, share, and subscribe. You understand? I'm still comparing dancehall to chess, but look at it this way. There are players on the board, but there are people on the outside of dancehall that are moving the players on the board. You know what I mean? So you have people like your Solid Agency, Sharon Burke. You have people like your Robert Livingston, Big Yard Studios. You have Birchill Records. You have Frankie Music. You know what I mean? You have Bojo Banton himself. You have Bounty Killer. Now, when I speak of Bojo Banton and Bounty Killer, you're talking about artists who bridge the gap between being on the board as players, between being on the board as players and actually being able to stand on the outside and influence what's going on in the game. I'll give you an example why. For example, a Drake want to do a collaboration, or let me not use Drake. I will not say Drake are link Papi. Let's say Jay-Z want to do a collaboration with one of the young artists them. Who is he going to link? No matter how that young artist use him talent and him craft and everything and play on it, and him craft and everything and reach up to that level, him still going to link with somebody who know the circle, who know the ground. I'm going to link with one of the general them. You understand what I mean? So therefore, even though there are players on the game, players on the board, there are still people on the outside who are moving those players on the board. And that's how dancehall works together as an industry. You know what I mean? This is dancehall, and I'm looking at dancehall from a totally different perspective. No one else has ever done this before. I want to also say, yo, so on the chessboard, you had one side, play on words again. On the chessboard, there have one side. See, and then there's the other side. And the other side have the same: one king, one queen, the two bishops, two rooks, two knights, and the 8 pawns. See? Notice in the last video, I never really spoke about Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. You have to understand. Every every player on the board in the game of chess is crucial to the game. You see, Beanie Man he would be the king on the other side. Understand this. But the king has no footing without his army, without his people. And who lead the people? Who lead the army? Who is the general? Bounty Killer. You know what I mean? So I'm just showing you how important Bounty Killer and Beanie Man is, and the synergy between both of them, how important that is to dancehall. You know what I mean? So when we see the unity with that, it is applauded. You know, on the other side of the board now, you have like a Dexter Daps. You know what I mean? A man who is constantly touring, constantly out there. You know, you have like a Taurus Riley who's constantly out there, constantly touring. You might not be hearing a hit song from him today, but he's constantly out there touring. And I want to say another thing too as well. On the other side of the board, there's one more artist that a lot of people think that, oh, maybe him not so popping and him not really do so much work. You know what I mean? But he's very, 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 very important. Very important. You know what I mean? That artist is a connection artist. All right, I'll tell you something. And I don't want to call him name just yet because I don't want to end the vlog prematurely. You see, just to add to it, the people's on the outside of the board just want to drop in this name too. Shouldn't say a manager, Ramesh. Those are people who dip on the outside of the board and they're very influential in the game. Joe Bogdanovich is one of them too. You know what I mean? If you not agree with me, you can choose to not agree with me, but this is just facts. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the other player but in the game, you understand, where a lot of people not really, when a lot of people not really, would I say him dip on the front line certain way, is Governor. It's Governor. The reason why I said that Governor has managed to bridge the gap between being a gangster artist, the gallem artist, and by showing his life with his kids, he has now become a people artist. Governor has bridged that gap because he has delivered an album, a solid body of work. You know what I mean? You have to look at a lot of people that talk about, yo, why Masicka? Why me always talk about Masicka? Why me always talk about Masicka? Bro, listen, Masicka is the only artist who delivered 2 albums back to back with this magnitude of effect it has had on the world. The only other albums before that, as I said, dancehall album before that was Many Moons and Moses. What do the effect there? Don't tell me no foolishness. After that, the other album what they have effect was Junior Gang album Alpha Tree. They did have not Alpha Tree. Welcome to Jamrock. They did have Chronology from Chronix. There is no other album where people talk about like how them talk about them album there, bro. Chronology, Junior Gang album, and then you have Masicka who broke it and came out with these albums. 438 and GOK. Bro, you can't say you're the fastest man in the world, you know. And you did some part of one backbush at Trelawney, you know. I run left some goat and some tractor and some lion and everything there. But you see, until you go up on the track and set your record, you not run, brother. Nobody no hear about you, nobody no know you. I know you're saying that Usain Bolt might not be the fastest man in the world. There may be somebody in Beijing or Shanghai or Canada or somewhere faster than him. But on the record, he's the fastest man. It don't make no sense, bro. You have so much talent and it not up on the front run, it not up on the record. So that's why people have to still say, yo, Masicka is the man. Because he deliver the body them at work. Now, one thing I can say for you, I said to you, I've sat down with Masicka, I've done the interview, I'll be releasing it soon. And Masicka, the man that run down kingship and I try to be the baddest thing. He know him the baddest thing. But him not try to be the baddest thing. The man that say everybody a king. You can imagine that, man. That album named Generation of Kings. Oh, I'm telling the man. The man could have titled the album One side Masicka or something else, brother. The man said Generation of Kings. The man give an album for yourself. I want to listen me, man. Anyway, so let's recap this video really quick and let's look at dancehall again. So I said I discussed dancehall in my previous videos and I compared dancehall to the game of chess, right? Where there are 16 players on each side of the board, where there's one king, one queen, two rooks, two knights, and two bishops, and eight pawns, right? And the pawns are described as the front runners of dancehall. You know what I mean? And I also delve into and explain the fact that there are players there are participants that are on the outside of the game that control the game, that make these connections. You have a big yard to the Robert Livingston, where from your boss as an artist and get a song around there, you want to record, you want to run a big yard. You understand what I say? You want to go, when you go at the gate, you can see green at the gate, you understand? So you have a big yard to do Robert Livingston, the man have a direct link with Sony. You understand? You have a Sharon Burke, solid agency, who will book you for your flight, who will book you for your show them and them thing the scene. You have a Birchill Records where you want good mix and good master. You have a Jukebox. You have a Romish Entertainment who are gonna deal with your entertainment package and make sure you say you get some like a branding and them thing there. Make sure you say the corporate them link you up on them something there. Make sure you say you're playing at the party them. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Dancehall music is an industry and an entity, and we should start treating it like that. You understand? To all of the people who like, share, and subscribe, my viewers, I only me I do it for. Because vlogging is easy. If you get up earlier morning and do them something and later night, you understand? But I appreciate you, and I just want to say thanks. You know what I mean? Keep it going. My channel soon reach 1,000 subscribers. Soon start monetizing and them thing there, and soon start get the wheels going. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the people, and even the people in the comments. We see people that comment and say, yo, Dan Biggs, bro. See another person's comment and say, yo, that you talk too fast because the Kartel mentioned Masicka there. I appreciate that because he did not mention him at the time. And this is how vlogging is. It has to be, you have to report it's about timing, it's about topics, and it's about algorithms. And so therefore, I have to report on what I see. You know what I mean? I want to big up some vlogger too. I want to big up CMR TV. CMR helped me out. I'm a bridging from them time till now. CMR, me and him on the phone, we chat everything. Me G. Really youth. I'm a G that they say if I'm a touch film channel, I'm big up that bigs. Yeah, understand? The man, they are one side straight, bro. Where's more big up? Yeah, man, the next vlogger, yeah, man, Brando, from even when we used to do that JA radio, Brando Music Review used to link up and say, yo, Dan Biggs will like the work while I go, and I will see the perspective different with young Wiz and thing, and them like that, you know? So Brando, and Mr. Brando get the big interview with Kartel, so yo, me after those hats after that, you understand me? I said, it's a big thing for the vlogging world. And who else more big up as a vlogger? Yeah, big up JA radio too, man. A long time when I see a Wiz, I want love, bro. You know what I mean? People them ask me, I say, yo, what going with me and Wiz? Bro, not now go with me always good, you know what I mean? We just do him thing on the film side of the world, and me I do my thing on my side of the world, respectfully, you know what I mean? Black Star, big up yourself, my general this weekend at your party, you know, so Dan Biggs are get dead. You understand me? I say live and full effect, you understand me? I say big up family sound extreme, I know the thing got ready, man. I murder road, man. Friends for real studio, me nah left for no time at all. No time at all, me nah left out Friends for real. I see that episode there. This episode is sponsored by Yardies Apparel. Go online, go check out them website. If you have a link to them, just link me directly. Link me at the DM. Me send the link to them. You see them leather bag here? That's sexiness here. When you see me put on all my black leather pants to match a black leather bag here. But see Conscience I give wear shoes. But I link him and see if him have the 10.5 for there. See what I say? I link Conscience to see if him have the 10.5 around there. So here we are going. You see today now, it's Friday and it's a Vybz. But you see that song here? Yeah, that part of the segment name Feature Friday, we're going to feature a song. I'm going to tell me in the comments if the song worth it or if it's worthless. See? So here we are going.
Covey just give me one girl. Just get a girl, yo, Keisha the freaker. My fuck girl every day for the weekend. Miss Chicky Keita, she say me dicky sweeter. She say she love the style, just get on my visa. And a girl think me with me and the teacher. Black cocky in a pants, me and in a bleacher. Temperature fever, my girl, them a diva. Over IPs, one vice, one one. White pre, white style, madam. White style, dog. Buck a girl round a one pass. Cock it up round a one man. Blood clot, dog. Stop class. Yo, Jenna. Bad man make girl drop jams. Yes, my the axe walk and talk. Them know have the most girl in a dance hall. Did it? Them say you married and cool up. Cool up. Check cocky stats to your homework. Hold up, the girl about to draw tone up. Tone up, dark she hot like a turbo. Girl with the goal, but for them we have to own up. Girl with the tongue and the bone up. Treat the cocky like a donut. We not touch no but not even robot. I go with the chorus. One vice, one grind. Why pre, why style, my dad? Why style dog? Buck a girl round a one pass. Cock it up round a one man. Blood clot dog. Top pass, top class. Yo Jenna. Bad man make girl drop jams. Yes, my the hot swan contact. Them know who have the most girl in a dance hall. Full of girl like Shanika, Anika, Danae, not Amika. Shanika, you Spain, Pope, more Christina. Than a Liba, the good feelings deeper. Shania, Shells, New York, a Sarita. Gabrielle, one pretty uptown girl in a Airbnb with the rum and the reefer. Ariel, Lisa, I me get TLE before the GLE. One vice, one guan. Why pre, why style, my dad? Why style dog? Buck a girl round a one pass. Cock it up round a one man. Top pass, top class. Bad man make girl drop jams. Yes, my the hot swan contact. Them know who have the most girl in a dance hall. Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Covey just give me one girl. Wagwan, why style dog? Them say you married and cool up. What you say?
I'm gonna get into the company, girl till later.
Blood clot dog, full of girl like.
This episode was sponsored by Yardy's Apparels.